tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
Well, if you listen closely, Coach, you can hear the jet skis roaring in the bay just a few miles north of where we sit at Lambeau Field. Just a beautiful late summer day in Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
Well, a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 49 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 14 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st down, Chicago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 61, matchbox lights. Here we go. Hey, Delta.
Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You draw quarter. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 36. Jim. Hold the look. Hold. 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Robinson's got it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Who that? Check 26.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Leonard Floyd gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
132 fighter. Alert. Hey, high 7. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. All day, baby. All day.
On third down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
With 18. 45. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Under 10. 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
58. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Rodgers to throw on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards. And the Bears first down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
6-6. Pull it high. Let's go, baby. Let's turn it over. Get that ball. Alert. Hey, dude. Fo's the mic. Mike Fo. Hey, here we go. 44 is the mic. Alert. Yes.
Now Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Chicago.
180. 44. Red, go. Oh, yeah, coming. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And it's caught. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go play action. Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Lock in. Hey, over. Drop deep.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 88.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 26-yard line.
Blue 58. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Throwing on second and 3. Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for Marquez
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26. Buzz.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
58 to Mike. Watch the run. 58, boys, 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. 50.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Switch. 22 jet bomber.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Finding game complete.